Good day, everyone. This is King Ezekiel, and this is my course on AI marketing. So, you might be wondering what this course is about. So, let me brief you. Let me give you a short briefing. So, now AI marketing is a system that leverages artificial intelligence to analyze what data and automate marketing tasks. Now, we haven't fully gotten to that extent where all your tasks will be automated, but I've been able to get a couple of details that will enable you automate or make uh, a couple of your tasks easier, and it improves what efficiency and personalization in reaching target audience. So for content creation and optimization, for social media management and marketing, for data analysis and digital strategies, for email marketing, behavior profiling with AI. I explained that one even under data analysis. So for AI driven marketing automation, and for graphics video creation. So the video is going to be a very long one. It's going to be a very long one. Though I didn't arrange it in the videos the way I arrange it here, I prefer to arrange it under email marketing or under data analysis, in fact. And anyways, you watch it. It's a very incredible course. So there are a lot of tools that you can use, and I'm going to start with this one, which is Chatbot. Now, when you sign up on Chatbot, just go to chatbot.com. Chatbot.com. So you'll be able to sign up. So click sign up for free. Now you'll be given a free trial, and if you like it, you can continue with it. So he said if you want to extend, just get started. Now let me use this opportunity to teach you more about AI. There's a lot that people don't know about AI. Now, the what we call AI currently is not like really AI per se. AI means artificial intelligence, but what we are using currently is called algorithmic learning. So that way I can explain it better. When you hear learning, it's exactly how it sounds. So it learns from you. You tell it what to do and how to do it, and it does it efficiently. That's why when you go to ChatGPT, you type, okay, generate a this for me, generate it for you, generate a that for me, generate it for you, because how how it's able to generate all those for you is because it's picking up data from the internet. It's learning from we humans, then it will rephrase it for you and give it to you. So it doesn't have like a new idea on its own. It's just like stealing from humans. Okay, so I want you. That's the main reason why I want you to click that so that you can go through all of this. So it says user input lets you define user message, which will trigger the bot response. Can you see? Then once you set up user input, you can add another bot response to answer the user's message. So can you see? This is default. There's also a default fallback, and it is triggered whenever your bot doesn't recognize the user message. I'm sure you would have seen this. I don't know if you have ever used maybe you have gone to a site before and you try to chat them up. Then you see that if you choose another answer that is different from the one that they gave you, it will give that default reply. So you can add bot response. Now this can be done with phone or laptop. You can add bot response afterwards the default fallback block. This way your chatbot will respond, or will send rather, a message to the user whenever default fallback is triggered. So default fallback is triggered, your chatbot will then send the message to the user whenever it is triggered. Like maybe you can set the message to be, oh sorry, I don't understand what you type, or you can just set the message to be maybe a message defining your business. For example, the user says you are mad, then the AI, we didn't set that, so the AI will just say something like, if you put, let's say, oh, this business is an incredible business where we sell shoes and clothes. That's what the AI will send. So that's the default response that it's just uh, um, respond, send rather. Now, AI knowledge allows you to manage all the information that your bot uses to generate AI answers in chat. So you can train it so it will be more spontaneous and have more replies. So this one is the FAQ, and this one is visual builder, search, um, integrate your chatbot, control chatbot version, then open settings. So this one is test your bot, to test it out to see if it is good and functioning fine. Then this one, finally, you click publish. So I hope that was 100% clear. So now let's have fun with this. So let's have fun with this. Now I'm working on a site called Mimic Network, where we still we are still building it, but very soon we'll be launching the MVP. So for this video, I want to use my site. So you can, in your free time, you can just come here, check it out on what it's about. So it's about sharing uh, incredible. Um, let me break it down. Let me break it down. Let me calm down and break it down. So what this site is majorly about is if you have an event or a place, maybe you own a restaurant or you own a water park or an incredible place, eatery, restaurant, water park, museum, you can list your business on the site. And if you have an event that you're starting, maybe that you're hosting rather, an incredible event, even if it's a seminar, a conference, you can list it on the site. So um, it just makes it easier for people to be able to locate these events. Can you see? We made it very easy for people to be able to locate your event, and they can share it to their family and friends. So you can just click join the wait list. Can you see? Just click join the wait list. So when we are done with it, we'll update you. So this is the site I'm going to be using to train my chatbot. Let me cancel this one. So I hope you've signed up successfully. Now click add chatbot. Now you can choose blank, you can choose website. If you have a website, it just makes it easy because the chatbot will be able to crawl your website. So in case you don't have a website, just click blank. Now remember start point, remember bot response, remember the default response, remember the AI assist, remember all of this that we just talked about. This is the AI knowledge, this is the FAQ, this is the action, search, integration, version or history, and this is the what, settings. So let's say the start point is what should we make the start point? Should we make it FAQ or user input? Let's make it user input. So we say so click it, um, hello. So let's say the message should be hello, or if the user says I, or the user says good day. What else? What else? Or the user says good morning, or the user says, just greetings, good afternoon, good afternoon, or the user says good evening. Okay, I think that's okay. Save and close. Now, what should be the bot response? The bot response should be uh let's say hello, um we want something that will quickly just mm, advertise our products to experience the ultimate social network with seamless connectivity. How may I help you today? Can you see that? And you can put another variation. Okay, can you see the help? You can put okay, okay, a different variation. So you can edit these variations or you can delete them. Can you see? Or variants rather. Uh, uh, do I want this variant? I think I like this variant. You say welcome. Mimic is a social network that exposes you to incredible events and places you can visit around you. How may we help you today? Something like that. I think the other variants are no. I think those two are okay, right? Those two should be okay. So can you see? Those two are okay. Now you can decide to add buttons, but let's keep it simple. Then later you can experiment. So you can decide to add a button and say something like visit our website. So now this button, click button. So you'll be able to show number one, the button title. Button title should be visit website. So you can now say, okay, we want them to visit your what website after you click the button. So let me just, by the way, I'm moving the button because that's too soon. I'm just showing you. So can you see? Can you see? So you can add the button. So let's just remove this one. Did you see how I clicked? Did you just click this delete to delete it? So you can add an image, you can add text, you can add a lot of things, but that one is okay for now. This one is just the welcome message. Now if the person says something like I feel like it's best to give options. It's best to give options because if you don't give options for people, they ask any question. So let's do this default response. So this is the feedback. This is the so you click bot response, which is the default feedback. So it says, could you kindly provide more information for better understanding? Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Could you share more context? Nice, nice. I like the default response, fallback message. I like it. Now, this one is for the hello. Now, this is for the AI assist. So let me show you something. You can set a flow. Don't use this. So you can set a flow. There are other things you can do here, but let me start with the ones at the top. Fallback, which is already here. Now this backtracking is just to like take them back. So we can choose bot response. We can choose bot response, which will also take us to this, if you remember. Now I would like to select a flow. Since I've already taught bot response, you can remember this bot response. I clicked it so you see it, because as a teacher you have to understand that people forget. Remember this, remember this. So if we create a flow, we can have more bot responses. So double click flow. Can you see? Click this and we can click what? User input. So we can say what's the name of this one? Let's call it curiosity. Curiosity. So give it a minute to load. Okay, click it. So finally loaded. Sorry, my network was bad. What is this about? Now, what? Keyword about. Now, keywords are like main words to watch out for. What about? Yeah. What is this about? Now, we want to create the what? Bot response. Now, why I said we should create a flow is that, look at, we can actually come here and create another user input. Can you see that? So I don't want this video to be too long, so I won't create too many, but you can create a lot. Can you see? Can you see? You can come here and say, okay, I want to create another one, but let's calm down. Let's calm down for Jesus. So it says, what is this about? So you see that on this side there is a and, there is nothing there. That's because by default text was already added in the last one that we used. Can you see? By default text was already added. So there's a difference between text and random text. Random text, you can have as many variants as possible. So you can just come here, delete. Can you see? Can you see? If I delete this one, it's just that variant I'm deleting. If I click here, it's just that variant I'm deleting. If I click here, I'm deleting everything. So I hope you are with me. I hope you are with me. So if I come here and I drop this one, and I come here and I drop this one, it will be on top. But if I click this, no, 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 don't worry. If I click this, I'll be able to drag this one to the top and this one will be under. Are you with me? Yeah, I drag. Can you see now it's under? Yeah, I drag. Now it's on top. It's not magic. I click this, I drag. Now it's under. Can you see it? I click this, I drag. Now it's on top. Tada. So can you see? So let me put an image there. Okay, so I've been able to select the image. So yep, that's it. Now Mimic says, what is this about? So Mimic is a social network that evolves as the world evolves, built to survive rather. Oh sorry, I made a grammatical error there, let me correct it. Okay. Mimic is a social network that evolves as the world evolves, built to survive the changes of this world. Now, starting with the MVP, what's in the MVP? Location and event discovery, which is called sports. So it's an incredible feature that is one click away, and it will show you different spots that you can hang out, like events like carnivals, auctions, festivals, and the likes. And you can also list your businesses for free, and it's incredible. So that's the response that we're going to give them. We'll call this curiosity response. Response 1. So can you see it's incredible? You can also do it for this one. So remember, you set the name. Let's say this one is curiosity 2. Can you see it has saved? Just wait for it. It's still saying enter name. Good, it has saved. Then you click this plus and you can click what? Bot response. So this is curiosity 2. But let me just show you something in curiosity 1 response. Curiosity response 1. I can see user input. So remember that I already said the user already asked, what is this about? No, don't publish yet. Cancel. Don't publish yet. I mistakenly clicked publish. And our response was telling them about Mimic. We can also put a question under to say something like, are you ready? Then save. So yeah, we want something. That's what we call it, answer. That's the user input. So we've asked the user, are you ready? Then if the user says yes, the user says yes, yeah, yeah. So you have to really sit down with this thing. When I started, I had to sit down with it. So you'll be able to feed it with response. You'll be able to feed it with responses rather. Feed it like a newborn baby. So we'll click on this plus and say what? Bot response. Oh sorry. Don't let's use bot response this time around. Let me show you how to use something else. Sorry about that. So do you see how I deleted? You just click this and click delete with children, but don't delete that one. That's just how I deleted. So what we are going to do is that we're going to select question. Let's name this one answer to answer. Click it. Now if the user says oh, I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake. I made a little mistake. Leave. Sorry, I made a little mistake. Let's delete this single block. Answer. So this one is supposed to be answer. Sorry. So this is where we ask the question. And say something like, if you are ready, we have asked the user, are you ready? If you are ready, or are you ready? Let me just show you how to use this. Are you ready? Now, we want the responses to be validated. So what we want is what? Yes. Are you ready? Then if the user says yes, so what we want is their email. So what we are going to do is that, because you cannot ask for their email here, what we are going to do is that, let me show you. So don't click email. That was a mistake. Click add custom attributes, then call this attribute yes or no. Oh, I can't use that one. Yes, yes, no. Good. So we are going to choose yes for this one. Add attribute. Yes, no. So we say go to what? Success block. Are you ready? They choose yes. So it's just like programming. Don't worry, this is just a little bit like programming. If yes, success. Can you see success? So if they say no, it goes to what? Failure. Now, for success, what do we want precisely? What do we want for success? Sorry, my network had issues. So, as I was saying, question. So we asked the question, are you ready? If the user says yes, it goes to success. But if the user says no, and let's create another variant for that. Are you ready? So create a new attribute. Let's call it no, yes, and say what? No. So if the user says no, it will go to what? The fail. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Yes, no, no, no. Matches no. Sorry, select no. My eyes mistakenly skipped that. Are you ready? So that one was yes, no. This one is no, yes. So this one is if the user selects okay. Uh so it says, are you ready? So you select what? Yes. So let's just delete this variant. So if the user should say yes, add attribute. If the user should say yes, go to success block. That's enough. So if the user should say anything other than yes, it will just go to failure. Now success, the bot will say okay, submit details. So let's drag this text and tell the user to what? Submit details. Let's say kindly submit your email address and we would contact you shortly. Can you see it? Okay, corrected me, said we will contact you shortly. So submit, save and close. Now click on this plus and say user input. Yeah, I think that's the best. User input. Now, I know you might be thinking to yourself, what if the user doesn't submit his or her email, which rarely happens? How can we validate that? Now, how you can validate that is through by using another field. Now, don't use question, but what you can use is filter. I think filter works just fine. That's the only thing that works out of all of them. So let's delete this one. It has been long a little bit since I've used this stuff. So when you say filter, we want what? Email. We want email. The command that you should use is contains at. All emails have at, so that's why I used what? At. Are we clear on that? So we want to check, okay, what is the user typing, or what is the user sending? Is it truly an email, or is the user trying to just lie to us? So all emails have what? At. This one at gmail.com, that one down at yahoo.com. So that's a very good way to check. So to check if what the user is sending has what? An at. So can you see? Then after that, we'll say something like thank you. I think we should use close chat for this one. Or what do you think? Because this is the last response. True or true? Close chat. But the only problem with closed chat is that you cannot do any, you cannot like, let me just name it close. You cannot say thank you. So let's say thank you, then close chat, bot response. Let's say thank you, because that's what we want. We've already gotten what we want. We don't want the user to be telling us long story again. So just say thank you, and we would get back to you. Oh, you're supposed to be we will get back to you shortly. Now, don't rush yourself when using this. Just take it easy, take it step by step. Now, for the fail, this is success. What we want to do is that you can actually create a fallback. Then we'll ask them again, like, are you sure you are not ready for this? Are you sure? So that's what we'll call it. That's the title. So click it. Now, the user has said something like no. So let me put, I think it's button. Are you sure you are not ready for this? Now, when doing this, don't rush. Don't be like me. I'm just trying to teach you. That's why I don't want it to be too sophisticated. That's why I'm doing this. Now, the button, what I want is I want them to visit website so that they can learn more. You can also say give me, you can give me a call. That one is also there. So I want you to explore with it. Visit website, save settings. Kindly check out our website to learn more. Thank you. Now, remember I said what? We asked the question, and what was the question? We said, are you ready? And if the user says what? Yes, what will happen? We will say they should submit their email address. Then when they submit their email address, you tell them thank you, and we what? Close. But if they say something other than yes, we display this. Are you sure? Are you sure? So we can set other responses, but for now, that one is okay. So test your bots. Let's test him out. Let's test him. Let's test him out. Let's say I. So can you see what he said? Welcome. How will we help you today? We said what is what this about? I was able to identify the problem. So click this and click start testing from here. We want to start testing from this flow. So I wasn't able to identify the problem at first. So let's click reset chat. So we don't have like a default response yet, but we can set that. So let's say let's start testing from here, from flow. So we say, what is this about? So can you see this is the response to give us now? Uh, this whole response of Mimic is a social network that evolves as the world evolves, built to survive the changes of this world, starting with the MVP, da 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 da. You can see expose, blah blah blah. So are you ready? If I say yes, what does it do? It says what? Kindly submit your email address. Let me submit the wrong thing first. Let me see what it will do. Good. Okay, 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 okay. So you need to set and say something like, just to give it a command that if someone enters the wrong info, do this. So you know how we're able to set success and fail is through question. So if we wanted to do it that it will be success and fail, we have to use what? Question. But I use filter. I use filter because I wanted to explain how to use filter since I've already explained how to use question. So I've explained how to use fallback, I've explained how to use filter, I've explained how to use question. So you can use question. You can use question. Now why I said you can use question is because let's click this question. You can select and say you want it to be what? Email that the person will fill, and you want it to be success if the person fills the email. Then if the person does not fill email, so since I've already taught you how to use filter, let me go ahead and change this. Let me just, now you can't do that. You have to delete everything. So let me delete it so you'll be able to see it. So let's select question and say details. So success should be what? Email. So for success, we are checking for what? Email. So we are going to choose what? We are going to select this plus. We are going to select question. Sorry, that was my mistake. Enter email address here. So we are checking for what? Email. Email. Success. Can you see that this one is even easier than the first one? Okay, just to recapitulate that easier, I think. Okay, enter your email address here. So let's test from here. Let's test from here. Click here and click start testing from here. So are you ready? Let's say yes. So let's say um okay, let me put an email address. Okay, so I've not set what it to do after success. So let's say response. The response should be thank you. Click it. It will contact you shortly. Can you see? Then we save. But if it fails, what do we do? If it fails, what do we do? We should just say kindly enter your email address, or you should say kindly this one is email please. That's the name. So I decided to start with this so you understand that yes, there's a lot happening here. Then after that, what we want, we can just say that we want it to go to step. So we want it to go to no, no, answer. So do you understand what that means? So when we say when it fails, no, not oh, not answer. Is it answer? We want it to come back here. So that's details. Sorry, not answer. So rather than repeating that process again and saying no, 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 we want it to go back to details. So let me show you. Let me just show you quickly. Now don't let this thing confuse you. At first it might be confusing, but don't worry, it's very easy. So it says, are you ready? Now when I say yes, that's what success. Then it says what? Kindly enter your email address. Now if I enter a fake email address, it does what? It says enter your email address here. Okay, yeah. Oh. So I realized that by default it just takes you back. By default it takes you back. So if you say if it was a yes or no question, it would have done this. So by default it takes you back here. So let's do something like sss at gmail.com. Enter. Thank you. We will contact you shortly. Now that was a long way, right? And it just looks small. So you have to do the same for this one, for that one. Another thing that you can do is give them options. Do you want this or that? Which is actually very incredible. So publish. We'll call it mimic first. Confirm. So now let's talk about integration, which is even the first thing I should have talked about, but forgive me. So now you can integrate with Messenger, Shopify, and what WordPress, which are the three major ones. You can also integrate with Help Desk, Live Chat, and what Chat Widget, which are different chatting platforms, which you can also check out. There are different chatting platforms for customer service. So to connect with, I'm not going to connect this one, but I just want to show you because it isn't perfect yet. So This one is just testing. So to connect with Messenger, you are going to log into your Facebook. So you're going to log into your Facebook. Don't mind my network. While to connect to WordPress, so let me quickly show you. So you can go to your WordPress. Now, if you don't have WordPress, you have to use Messenger. And if Messenger doesn't work really well for you, maybe you don't want people on Messenger to be getting confused because you also have auto reply on Messenger, you can use Help Desk. So this is my WordPress. Then what would I do? I will go to plugins, add new, plugins, add new. Can you see it? Then I'll search for Chatbot. So can you see this guy? This is Chatbot. So you install, and activate. Okay, so they are showing us that it's done. So you'll be able to see it here. Chatbot. All right. So what you need to do now is connect account. Click connect account. So wait for it to load. Connect account. So can you see that this is the only bot that I've created? Untitled. I don't know if you can remember. Untitled. This is it here. So you can add to chat. So just click add to site. By the way, I'll still come and remove it because I've not really perfected it. I'm just showing you. So can you see it has been added? So when I click on, I don't want because I think I'll be running an ad. I don't want people to be confused. So let me go to this one so I'll be able to see it. Okay, so it took eternity for mine to load because my network is useless. I'm using Glow. So can you see it here? This is my site, by the way. Can you see it here? Can you see it? And I click start chat. Though I haven't perfected it yet. So you're supposed to bring out something first. So if I say I, can you see it? Da 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 da. Can you see it? So I think the video is already long enough. uh, so if you don't have WordPress, you can use Help Desk, you can use Messenger, or if you use Slack, you can use Slack. If you use Shopify, you can use Shopify. Thank you. My name is King Ezekiel, and you can go to mimic-network.com and check out what I'm working on. Be a part of this greatness. You don't want to miss out on this one.